Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Todd from No Picks Podcast.
What's up, fam? Joe, No Picks Podcast.
All right, so Joe, check this out. Today, I found us some Philly news.
Hey.
It's crazy, but it's not a shooting.
All right, good.
All right. So, actually, it might be a shooting. No, I'm just playing. That's not
every
a
day,
shooting.
bro.
All right.
What you got, Philly?
Look, bro, this is crazy.
We continue to follow breaking news this morning. Philadelphia police responded to multiple illegal car meetups across the city overnight.
Some of those meetups happened within the last 2 hours or so. Police, they responded to areas in Spring Garden, Center City, as well as South Philly. Ross is joining us live now from City Hall with more. Ross, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Howard and Jan. These car meetups went on all night long in multiple different neighborhoods throughout the city. So far, we know of at least 4 of them, including one that took place right here behind me next to City Hall. And in each of these cases, these cars essentially take over the entire intersection. They cause chaos, and you see what they leave behind: damage, debris, and a whole bunch of burnt tire marks. These meetups started around midnight last night. The first one we saw was at Delaware Avenue and Spring Garden Street. You see in this video posted on the Citizen app, fireworks exploding while drivers do donuts right in the middle of the road. Not safe. Eventually, the fire marshal did respond and was able to disperse this particular crowd. However, a little later, around 1:20 in the morning, this crowd of about 100 cars was spotted gathering at 25th and Washington Avenue in South Philadelphia. And while some of them were doing donuts and setting off more fireworks, witnesses say a man fired off 2 gunshots. Police say thankfully no one was hit, but they did recover a shell casing as well as an airsoft rifle at the scene there. And then around 3 o'clock in the morning, another large crowd gathered, this time at 23rd and Pennsylvania Avenue.
3 in the morning?
Set off fireworks while doing more donuts. There were also reports of people damaging police vehicles at this location. Officers tried to break up the crowd. They came close, but they simply weren't able to get to those cars that met up in time. And then finally, around 4 a.m., City Hall became the meetup spot. This time, police had to call for backup after more reports of police vehicles being damaged and vandalized. Back out here live, you're actually looking at one of those police trucks that was damaged. The entire front windshield was shattered by these people who took part in this car meetup. And guys, these meetups aren't just loud and obnoxious. They're actually dangerous as well. I'm sure you could infer that yourselves. But in this case, the meetup that happened here at City Hall, a woman reportedly had her foot get run over and they had to call in for medical attention. So far, guys, no reports of any arrests being made related to these car meetups overnight. I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Ross, both Howard and I encountered some large groups of people as well doing the exact same thing. So it was an active night for these large illegal meetups. Ross, thanks so much.
And Jan and Howard,
Yep.
you can hear them coming before you see them. They're extremely loud. It almost sounds like gunshots, but a lot of times it's the loud exhaust backfiring. So a scary situation nonetheless.
Yeah, certainly rattling for a lot of people making their way through the city in the early morning and overnight hours. All right, Ross, thanks so much.
Man, so I didn't even know this was a thing until recently. So these Philly meetups. I mean, I listen. I know you listen. I know you got your ear to the ground. You still in Philly? I mean, I dipped out a minute ago. But have you seen any of this stuff or heard about this stuff until?
No, I'm not gonna say. I mean, I know it happens, because people like to live that too fast, too furious life and like do that underground street race and stuff. So I know that in the past there have been incidents in Philly where like they've taken over like parts of like, I don't know, just streets like long empty streets. But apparently this is this was planned, this was orchestrated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious as to see if all the groups were associated with each other or if they were all like just separate groups. But no, this is interesting, bro. But like, so you already know they were trying to crack down on the ATVs and the 4-wheelers.
Yeah.
And Mayor Parker was trying to like crack down on that. And a couple times I saw them chasing initially, like when they first started enforcing the policy or whatever. And then they were also confiscating people's ATVs. So remember I told you, I was like, bro, they really like taking people's ATVs and dirt bikes. They're like the cops are like taking people's vehicles or whatever. And now we've got this. And the ATVs and the dirt bikes are already obnoxious, right? Because they go through traffic, they're bobbing and weaving, they're doing wheelies in between cars, they're like they're running through red lights. So it's dangerous and it's obnoxious, right? And now we have this. So I don't know if this is going to become a new trend and if we're going to see this start happening every weekend or every couple of days. But bro, it was 2 a.m, 3 a.m, like that's wild to just set up somewhere and just start making ridiculous amounts of noise. And how? That's my initial thought, right? Like, so what's your take on this? Because
I mean, I think it's crazy, right? But it's like when I think about it, like I told you, my friend of mine is a state trooper or whatever, and I find this is probably like really going to be hard to stop because how handcuffed cops are today when it comes to pursuing or really doing anything, right? Where it could be like potentially preventative, they can't really do much because everybody, no matter what they do, if they chase one of these guys and these street racer guys, they're going to run. If they crash into somebody, everybody's going to blame the cops. They're going to be like, oh, why you chase? All they doing is driving in the street and doing donuts. So why are you going to chase them? Just let them drive. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the cops are probably handicapped, and they like, yo, like it's like the cops aren't able to do their job, particularly in this case. I'm assuming that a lot of these people are kids, right? Like under 18, because if you have a job, I mean, you're an adult, you have a job, like you can't be out there 2-3 o'clock in the morning doing random donuts, right? So if it is if it is, the crowd that I assume that it is, because I had a car in high school, right? So when my junior and senior year, I had a car. So if it's like one of these type of people, like I was back then, if I'm out at that time, I will be against the curfew, so you can lock my ass up.
Right.
So if right, go ahead.
No, I mean, it could be young people. It also could just be people either or like in the underground market, people who are like scam artists, people who are like doing things that are already illegal. Because think you got to have some kind of money to soup up these cars, right? Assuming that they have these like really nice cars, like it costs money to have these types of cars. So if you're a teenager with a kid like that, I mean, with a car like that, and having the money to you're doing something. You know what I mean? Like where you getting that bread from, bro? Unless these are all suburban kids coming to Philly that just go crazy with the money they get from their. So no. Yeah, I don't know, bro. And how are they, I'm surprised they haven't arrested anyone. Like, doesn't it take a while for them to all disperse? Like, is it because they're not trying to chase them? Like, you don't see people running. You don't want to just grab one of them. And I don't know. The fact that there's no arrest and this happened like 3 times in one night, or it was the same night, right?
Yeah, it was the same night. I mean, I think the cops should go after the crowd. Even if you can't get to the people, just start grabbing random people. Like, yo, bro, what you here for? Make sure check their ID. Make sure that they of age to be there. If they are, all right, cool. I can't stop you from being here, right? Like, all right, knock yourself out. But if you grab one of these people and it's a 16, 17-year-old, you need to take their ass to jail. They need to go right to jail because first of all you violate, even if it's not for being there for the car meetup, you're violating curfew. Go to jail. So go to jail for that. That's an easy way to disperse for I feel like for a lot of people, because I think a lot of those people are, I mean, I'm just guessing, right? But I'm assuming that a lot of these people are still in high school. They want to go there so they can take. You mean if you take pictures with their friends, be like, oh look, I was here last night, bro. Look at this. I was at this meetup. Why they in geometry or whatever? Or I mean, these kids are in Philly, so they dumbasses. So let's just say 1+1 class, right? Like whatever. Like it's just bro, like it's tough though. But like I said, when I think about this stuff and I see this stuff, I think of my homeboy when he's like, yo, the cops can't do much because like the cops are like public enemy number 1 right now, yo. But so it's like the cops go there and they see one of these guys doing these donuts in Center City and they pursue them and chase them. They hit some random person. The cops get blamed, and guess what? Everybody on the internet's like, bro, just let them do the donuts. Just let them do the donuts. Like you know exactly that's going to be the argument.
Right, I know. And how many times we've seen videos of people like doing a donut, and then somebody gets sideswiped by one of the cars, or like someone gets hurt, like, or they bang out and destroy property. And now on top of that, they're destroying police vehicles. You know what I mean? They said one of the windshields for the vehicles was broken in too. So like, they just draw them, bro. This is destructive. Then they got to come out and they got to clean all the skid marks off and probably redo the paint. The groundwork, the tar, all that. Like it's a whole process, and it costs money. And it costs tax dollars as well, bro. So like, I really hope that this doesn't become a thing, bro. I hope this is like a once in a blue thing. I don't approve of this. I think it's stupid. I think the cops have enough in their hands because the city has been out of pocket lately with the shootings and all the violence and all the looting and all the stuff that's going on in the city. So I'm like, I would much rather the cops focus their energy on that than some Fast and Furious BS, bro. Like, I really hope this really doesn't become a thing, bro. I really hope it doesn't.
Bro, it seems like it's like a whole generation of people that's just on crash out time. like literally a generation of people that's on crash out time. Like the generation before us, they went crazy because of the crack epidemic, right? But it's like the generation under us, just like they just don't see tomorrow. You feel like they just like, oh well, I mean, it is what it is. I'll figure it out. I'll be a YouTube personality, so like it's just they seem like they on crash out time, bro. Like I don't understand it. Like
Yeah, there's a lot to be said about as to why that is. And of course, assumptions, nothing definitive. But yeah, I see that too. And how often do we talk about just the young generation just not caring, being reckless, being more prone to like violence or just like I don't know, bro. They don't want to work. They're complaining about working. They don't want it. Like I'm not saying young people are lazy, but like this young generation is just built different. They inherited a
Yeah,
different type of economy, a different type of environment, and they're
right.
reacting to it. So I don't know, bro. It's a lot to unpack, but I just hope that this doesn't become a thing because it is dangerous, and like I said, it destroys city property. Um, I don't feel like paying this with my tax dollars, and I hope no one gets hurt, man.
But they're also attacking police vehicles, bro. That was it. Said
It's like they
they're
want this
attacking
trouble.
police.
They're like antagonizing the police essentially, and it's
Right.
like the police are doing their job, bro. You can't just prop up in somebody's neighborhood or like, bro, City Hall. They just what if they start like messing up like the fountains they just made, the statues, like the
Right.
stuff that they just
Right.
spent all this money on to renovate City Hall, and you guys are going to go there and deface it. And no, bro. And that's a busy intersection. They might take down a street light. Like, you don't know if these people are drinking while they're doing this or taking other substances. Like, there's too, I don't know, bro. Like, that's drawn, man. It really is. It really, really is. You can't just post up like that and just start a whole little underground street racing, John. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
with that, bro. But I ain't about that life, so I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how the underground street racing life is. So, yeah, I hope this doesn't become a thing.
Well, listen, Sammy, let us know what y'all think.
Have y'all seen it? Have any of y'all
Yeah.
witnessed one of these pop-up street
Yeah.
races? Like, like,
Yeah.
do they happen in your neighborhood? I don't know. Tell us.
How do they even happen, bro? Do somebody be like, "Let's get it on," and you race people? Like when I'm on a road with my car, I got a Camaro or whatever. Sometimes every once in a while, I'll see a kid half my age, like pull up in like a souped up Honda or a Camaro and start revving the engine. I'll be like, bro, like I'm not about this
Right,
life, bro.
right,
Like I'll be sitting there,
right,
I'll be sitting there like, bro, like I'm not.
right,
Especially
right.
if I'm on like the boulevard. You're on the boulevard. Like some Hispanic kid always pull up next to me with a Honda with a loud ass engine. I'll be sitting there like, bro, I'll be trying not to make eye contact. Because it's like if you make eye contact, then that means it's on. Right? Then
Like,
that
bro,
means
I'm
it's
working
on.
tonight, bro. I'm driving Lyft right now. I got people in the back. Like, I ain't about to race you, bro. Like, you draw.
Like, bro, like I'm chilling. Like I'm just trying to go to KFC. Like that's it. Like,
Yeah.
but all right. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all think, family.
All right.
Till next time. Yo, it's just weird. It's like I don't know if